Hello everyone, myself Halunde SS. Today I am going to discuss with you related to ADC types, which is involved in our analog circuit subject. Now let us see about ADC types. These are the types related to analog to digital converter. First one is a flash analog to digital converter. Second one is a successive approximation analog to digital converter. Third is related to example of successive approximation. Then fourth is a dual slope analog to digital converter. Then last is related to delta sigma analog to digital converter. These are the 5 types mostly divided for that analog to digital converter. First of all, just these 5 types we are going to see one by one. Along with this, elements of a flash analog to digital converter, just see here. For that element of flash analog to digital converter, we are using encoder. Then what is the function of that encoder? Encoder is having multiple inputs and it generates binary output having 3 digits, that is the most significant bit and last significant bit having that binary output. Then what are the number of inputs given to that encoder is having octal input, hexagonal input, binary input. Depending upon that, whatever the name is introduced for that encoder, depending upon that the number of inputs is applied to that system. Here the name introduced is octal input. For that purpose, here number of inputs given to that encoder is from 0 to 7. That means how many bits are present here? Here 0 to 7, that means 8 bits are present. And for the binary output, here LSB to MSB, that is a LSB is related to point A and MSB is related to point C, and B is the output introduced by that binary output. Then that means here that octal input will be introduced as 3 binary output. Then here we are using that for the conversion of the element of the flash analog to digital converter, we are using comparator. Then we know very well for that op-amp comparator, there is no any kind of a feedback structure is present related to that comparator, and comparator name itself indicate that it will be compare in between 2 inputs and it will be generates whatever the output. That output is nothing but whatever the input applied to that comparator is having greater than that input is introduced by that output side. Here for the comparator comparing purpose, if suppose we are applying that positive as well as negative terminal having some voltages, or if suppose we are applying supply voltage to the positive terminal, then negative terminal is along with reference voltage, or vice versa connection is also applicable for that comparator. And output from that comparator is positive terminal output is greater than negative terminal output, or negative terminal output is greater than that of that positive terminal output. These 2 possible conditions came into picture related to that comparator output. Here they have shown that Vout is equal to positive Vs and negative Vs. That positive Vs is related to non-inverting output. For that non-inverting output, the non-inverting input is greater than inverting input, that is V1 is greater than V2. And for the inverting output, Vs minus, that is a inverting output. For that inverting output, V1 is related to non-inverting input and V2 is related to inverting output. In this case, the non-inverting input is a less and inverting input is a greater. These 2 possible conditions came into picture related to that comparator. Along with that, flash analog to digital converter having just I have shown in previous slide, just see here 0 to 7 inputs, that is a octal input to given that flash A to D converter, and how that inputs are varied by using that comparator. Just see here, here that comparator is connected along with the resistor having the value 1K, and that reference voltage applied to each and every terminal is from, it will be starts from the voltage that is a 1 volt to up to 7 volt. These are the reference voltages, and analysis, that is the output voltage is applied to the negative terminal of the op-amp, and these output, whatever the output generated by that comparator, that outputs are directly connected towards that input, octal input, that is a 0 to 7 terminology just shown here. And that output 3-bit digital output, because here we are applying for the encoder purpose 8-bit input and we are getting 3-bit as an output, and that 3-bit output is denoted by the letter A0, A1 and A2. For this, by using these three terminals, we are getting the digital output. And how many comparators we require for this type of a resolution or for this type of a structure, just calculated by the formula 2 raised to n minus 1. Here the n is the number of output bits. Here how many number of output bits we are getting? It is equal to 3. For that purpose, here I have written that 2 raised to 3 minus 1. 2 raised to 3 is nothing but 8. 8 minus 1 is equal to 7 comparator. For that purpose, just see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 comparators I have connected for that flash analog to digital converter slide. And for the resolution purpose, resolution formula for that resolution is delta V, that means change in or variations in output voltage is equal to reference voltage divided by 2 raised to n. What is that reference voltage we are applying here? We are applying here reference voltage as positive 8 volt, just here shown. That value for that reference voltage is written as it is 8 volt. And what is the value for n? N is again nothing but a 3-bit digital output we are getting. For that purpose, what is the value of n? N is equal to 3. So that equation is converted as 8 divided by 2 raised to 3 is equal to 1 volt. This is the basic structure related to flash analog to digital converter. Then flash analog to digital converter continuation with this progress and continuation stages. Just see here, the faster in the time order of a nanosecond, and each addition bit of the resolution requires a twice number of a comparators. Along with this, the simple operational theory is required for that preconditions, and the consolidated condition is expensive. Then seed is limited only by the gate, and comparator propagation delay is provided over here, and it is prone to produce glitches in the output. Then elements of the dual slope ADC. Dual slope ADC is related to integrator circuit. Just see here, for the integration purpose of that op amp, we are connecting that capacitor in the feedback path. Just see here, output is connected towards reverse back towards that input, that is a negative terminal, along with the feedback path having the only one single component is present. That component is capacitor instead of resistor. For the feedback path, if we are connecting that capacitor for that op amp, then that type of a circuit we call it as a integrator. And for that integrator, negative terminal is applied along with input voltage, and whatever the output we are getting, that output is having a slope structure. Then that slope is calculated by that formula input voltage divided by RC factor. And how we are going to calculating that output voltage? The output voltage is totally dependent upon that slope rate, and slope rate is totally dependent upon time factor. For that purpose, there is a correlation in between output voltage and time. And how we are going to calculate that output voltage? Then output voltage is calculated by the formula Vt is equal to V0 minus V in T divided by RC. This is the expected output related to integrator. Then dual slope ADC. Dual slope ADC analog to digital converter, in that input voltage and reference voltage, these two input voltages are applied to that op amp whenever the necessity, depending upon that necessity. That is, if suppose Vin is required, then Vin is provided, and if suppose V reference is required, then V reference is supplied along with the feedback path of that capacitor. Then this is a structure related to again integrator, and whatever the output generated by that integrator is again applied to the op amp having inverting terminal. That inverting terminal will be invert the output, that means totally 180-degree phase shift output is generated by this op amp is applied towards that control logic unit along with the clock pulses. That control logic pulses logic unit along with that clock pulses will convert that signal or vary that signal. It is applied again to the counter. Counter will counts whatever the output signal is introduced by that counter. That outputs are nothing but D0 to Dn. It will be totally dependent upon whatever the number of inputs applied to that encoder, and whatever the outputs you are requiring, depending upon that the output buffer values are dependent. For that purpose, here I have represented, that is, its values start from D0 to Dn. Then this is the proportionality graphical representation related to fixed Vn, that is the input voltage, and proportional to Vn output, that is generated using Vin, and it is generated by using V reference. That means for the Vin input we are applying, then the output is having increasing linear order, and for the reference voltage, if suppose here we are applying that reference voltage, then the rate of progress is a linearly decreasing order, and it is tend towards 0. Then what is the equation related to this is, just see here, output voltage with respect to time is equal to output voltage plus V in T divided by RC. But we know very well for that whenever we are going to use that V reference, then the time factor voltage is equal to 0, and what is that output voltage? Output voltage is a minus Vc and plus V reference T2 divided by RC, and whatever the input voltage applied by that system is, V is equal to V reference divided by T1 into T2, where T2 is equal to V reference divided by N1 into N2. Along with this, next type of a ADC, that is analog to digital converter, is elements of the successive approximation ADC, that means successive approximation of analog to digital converter. In that, the successive approximation resistor is plays very important role. In that resistor, first of all we are applying clock oscillator to successive approximation resistor, and it will be divide the bits into LSB to MSB. Here we are considering 8-bit input. For that purpose, LSB to MSB bit division will be start from D0 to D7, and the output which is introduced, that output is nothing but successive approximation type ADC. Then digital to analog converter will be also used here over here, because we are dividing that bits into LSB to MSB. For that purpose, 8-bit digital to analog converter here we are using, because I have applied here D0 to D7, that means 8 bits are applied as a input over here. For that purpose, here I have used 8-bit D to A converter. That means A to D converter, how many bits converter here we are using is totally dependent upon above requirement. Then reference voltage along with that output voltage is also applied to digital to analog converter, and it will be takes the combination of the bits. Then this is a successive approximation A to D converter block diagram. In this, the analog input is applied to non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, and inverting terminal of the op-amp is along with 8-bit digital to analog converter, which is connected reversely, and another terminal of that 8-bit A to D converter is connected with the reference voltage is equal to 10 volt, and along with that successive approximation resistor, that is a SAR, is connected towards that output resistor having the values nodes, that is a D0 to D7, and each and every single node is connected towards that output resistor, and it will be generate or it will be gives the output from Q0 to Q7. That means 8-bit output is generated by that successive approximation, and it is a parallel like structure. For that purpose, it is called as a successive approximation A to D converter. That means single bit will be converted. It is a output related to this bit is having 8 bit at a time, not a single output is generated over here. And then for that example, show the timing waveform form that occurs in the successive approximation resistor, that is a SAR ADC, that means analog to digital converter, when converting an analog voltage of 6.84 volt to 8-bit binary. Assume that the full scale input voltage of the DAC, that means digital to analog converter, is 10 volt. This is the just example purpose I have taken that statement, and here I have drawn the block diagram related to this. Input voltage whatever here applied, it is nothing but 6.84 volt they have given. Then the scale input voltage of the DAC is nothing but how much, it is a 10 volt, and which is considered as a reference voltage. And we have to calculate the waveform, or we have to show the waveform of SAR, that is a successive approximation resistor, which is introduced by that Q0 to Q7 level. Then these are the D0 to D7 input levels. That is a DR data resistor, STRTC start point resistor is also applied this type of a signal, and this is a clock related signal, and it will be introduces the output like this. Here I have shown the curve, and this is the DAC input. Input we are applying for this system is a D0 to D7. and the DAC output, that is a digital to analog converted output we are getting here, I have written. Then cumulative voltage, that means addition of the previous stage and this stage, like this the cumulative report is also calculated, just I have shown here. Then delta V is the cumulative output voltage is equal to 10, that means whatever the reference voltage is present divided by 2 raised to n. Here we are dealing with octal state. For that purpose here I have taken n is equal to 8. For that purpose this formula is modified as a 2 raised to n, that means 2 raised to 8 is equal to, the value came into picture here is 0.0390625. Then dual slope analog to digital converter conditions. Program state and conclusion state. What is that program state? Says us that high accuracy, favor advice, effects from the noise. Then for the continuation, it is a slow. Accuracy is dependent upon use of precision external components. Then this is another type of that ADC conversion, that is delta sigma ADC. Then in that delta sigma ADC, first we are applying that analog input to delta sigma modulator. Then delta sigma modulator will be modulate the signal and it will be converts that continuous signal into discrete signal. Just see here we are applying that analog input, and that analog input, that delta sigma converter will be convert into discrete. Just see here, and that discrete converted signal is applied towards the digital filter. Digital filter will be filter out all this noise, and it will be introduces the pure signal, and that pure signal is then applied towards the discriminator, and discriminator will be convert that output signal into time factor, that is a pulse in terms of pulse train. This is the output voltage we are getting over here. Then delta sigma ADC continuation along with this. Just see here for the delta sigma continuation, here we are applying that negative terminal, that is a non-inverting terminal as an input, like our op-amp integrator like structure over here. But for the feedback path, again 1 bit DAC, that is a digital to analog converter, is also connected over here. One flip-flop is connected over here along with one op-amp. Then it will be generates the whatever the output, that output is a quantization of noise. Just see over here, and this is the diagram related to delta modulation. Then for the delta sigma ADC conversion, that is the 2 digital filters are used for the delta sigma ADC conversion. Just see here, input is applied to the delay signal first, then again that input is applied towards the delay signal second. Then along with this, how many number of delayed signal inputs are connected over here in parallel manner, we are taking at the end summation of all these, and here the summarized output is introduced, and it will be gives the structure of the output signal is like this. Then this output signal is a continuous signal is converted into ramp signal, which is converted into pulse train, and again this is calculated by using this previous block diagram related to delta sigma modulator. Then conditions for that sigma delta analog to digital converters are, first conditions are high resolution, no need of a precision comparator. Then continuation along with this, the slow due to oversampling and good for low bandwidth. And this is the analog to digital converter comparison. In that analog to digital comparison, the analog to digital resolution comparison, that is a dual slope flash type successive approximation sigma delta resolution which is introduced is, just see over here, resolution bits related to that these types of ADC is having, flash type is having resolution better, or it is having less resolution, and sigma delta is having resolution better bit, and delta and successive approximation having resolution in middle in between. Thus by using these parameters we have studied over here, we are going to comparing that dual slope flash type successive approximation and sigma depending upon the speed and cost. Speed related to that dual slope is a slow, and cost is related to cost is a medium. Then flash type is having speed very fast and cost is a high. Then successive approximation having a speed maximum fast and cost is related to that successive approximation is a low. Then sigma delta having the speed is a slow and cost is also low. That means sigma delta is a very slow procedure related to analog to digital converter, and the fastest procedure related to that sigma to delta conversion is the successive approximation, ADC. That means useful in everyday our day-to-day activities in our market is related to that successive approximation, ADC. This is all about that ADC. Okay, thank you.